Hey everybody, so day 2 vlog. I am sitting at my desk, so I will insert some pictures. Basically, I have the floor plan for both spaces to work on for the table plan for Glasgow Spiritual Centre. So after the meeting yesterday at the Royal Concert Hall, there's basically some red tape that I have to be really careful of in regards to getting things done in the right way. So it's just mainly because of fire safety and things like that. We don't set off the alarm, people have a clear evacuation point, things like that. Obviously, we're not the only people that's going to be in the concert hall that day. There's going to be other events on at other part, but that's a lot more quieter and kind of training format from what I believe. But anyway, I have the table plan, I have the colouring sheets that I've made, which basically are for kids just to colour in at the colouring station, as you can see here. So it's basically just for them. I've got all the name signs for each and every person that has a business. So then that will be laid on their table for where they need to go. I don't know if this is going to be interesting to anybody, but I just thought, do you know what, screw it. I'll tell the story, I'll show the setup. My office is upside down because I've cleared everything off the counter. Kind of like, let me just show you. So like the iMac and the stand and the printer and the stuff dumped in the corner. It's just an absolute riot because I needed this full double desk space to try and lay everything out. And I don't know like how you are as a creative person, right? But for me, I really need to adapt, like in the sense of visually. So I tend to, when I'm planning any courses, any classes, any workshops, etc. Look at all my babies of my spider plant. That's a snake plant. That's a spider plant. I saved them. I was at a counselling session and the woman didn't know that there was all these babies. There was over 20 babies and I was like, that big plant's like got 20 odd babies there, and she's like, do you want them? I was like, yeah. So I planted them. There's maybe about 4 or 5 babies in each pot. Some of the pots are really big. Once they're all healthy and they're growing, some of them are really sprouting, I'm then going to give them away. So if you would like a spider plant, please comment below. They're not ready to go yet though, but dead easy to look after. But anyway, I digress. So visually what I would tend to do is I would clear my living room floor and I would write on each piece of paper what I want. So I would know the kind of course that I want to do. And from that course, I would then write down on each paper what is within that course. And basically what I would do is stack information. So then I would have, for example, unfoldment into mediumship class, right? Which is obviously for beginners and intermediates. And I would put that as my title. And then on each sheet of paper, I would have what I want to include into that course and what builds into that course. Because then when I'm looking at it and I see it laid out, I can then see quite clearly the layout of what it needs to be, what's missing, does this link into this? Is it crossing over from the mediumship and the psychic stuff? Is there enough exercises within that? Is there enough information that's being provided? Because at the end of the day, you can't just go and do something. You have to be taught the information to understand the information to apply it. Biggest problem is nowadays is people are really wanting to just not have any time of training and just want to go out there and work, and they have no understanding of what they're doing, and then they hurt themselves and others. Anyway, that's a slight digress from the concert hall. But that's just like my visual planning. Like that's me talking about how I actually plan things. And just kind of like, oh look, do you like Horny Henry? Isn't this amazing? It's made by some Glasgow artist. I got it in a little kind of side street and up in the Byers Road end. And it's all made with fabric and stuff, but it's called Horny Henry. So anyway, there is all this planning that I'm trying to do to make it all nice and smooth. This is all the behind the scenes. Now, we've sold over 200 tickets, which I'm just pinching myself. That's all just ones that have been bought online already. That's not to do with everything else. So, I will come back if I find more things that are interesting. Stay tuned, follow, subscribe. There's one more video already on my socials for part 1. That's me at the concert hall, showing you all about what's going to happen. So stay tuned as the week progresses and the madness unfolds and I lose more hair. Not possible. But anyway, stay tuned. And if you're interested, go to georgemedium.com. I'll post the info here or here. Follow, like and subscribe. So here we are with a pretty much almost complete section of table plans. So basically we've got kind of the layout of numbering system for where everybody is at. We then have a sheet of everybody that's there. So then that's for the reading room, which is in the City and Music Studio. And then we have the main setup here where everybody's colour coded. These are people who require sockets. So things like that, there's all that laid out. Then I've got all the piles of people that are there. The reading room people are here. I then have to go and fire music on this wee tiny iPod because there's going to be music playing on the day, and then organise and collate all this, and then I've got other things to print. So, hello, oh Christ, you can see my tits. The next thing that I now need to do is prepare booking sheets. So for each person that's coming to provide a reading or a treatment, I will be creating them a booking sheet, which basically means on the day I have a dedicated member of staff looking after the booking table to make the process when you're booking really, really simple. So you'll approach that member of staff and they'll be able to say, oh, we've got like a medium, we've got a tea leaf reader, we've got a Reiki healer, we've got a quantum touch healer. So there's different types of people and different services. Now, you can go into the reading room and go round and look and get a vibe from the person that you feel really drawn to. And the main booking sheet will be outside of that room, basically meaning that you get assistance on the day of finding the right kind of reader for you. You might want to do 2 readings. Most people will be bringing a card machine. All I say is grab some cash. Right across from the entrance to the concert hall is a cash machine. You're in the heart of the city, so it's not difficult to find a cash machine, either at the Buchanan bus station side if you're using the disabled access entrance, or at the main entrance where you come up the main set of stairs and in there. There'll be a member of staff at the bottom of the door to greet you on the way in, telling you where to go. Then you'll get your person at the ticket table, checking your tickets, whether you're pre-booked online or you're then somebody who is buying a ticket on the door via cash or by card at £6 each. So my next thing is not just putting music on the iPod, but making and creating the booking sheets. Now I hope everybody's got back to me in time so that I can start collating that together, so that then the booking service and system is dead easy. It's either 15-minute slots, 20-minute slots, 25-minute slots, depending what people are doing. I then need to come up with a template to then make the booking system super, super easy. So wish me luck. So, good morning everybody. This is actually going to be used at the end of day 2's path to the fair. So, paperwork, I mean my eyes were stinging out my head just with the amount of things that I had to do yesterday. And it really was way more time consuming than I thought. So, for example, I'm creating booking sheets for everybody that's doing private readings or treatments, meaning that I'm paying someone specifically to man the booking table so that if people want to have a private reading or a treatment, then they can speak to the person there and get assistance on booking that. So that's obviously just to help them. But it has been time consuming, just obviously customising them for each person. Then, you know, making sure that everybody's information. So I had to then chase people to find out who hadn't got back to me. Is it 15-minute slots, 20-minute slots, half-an-hour slots? What's your price? And doing that for each person is really, really time consuming, but it's something that I wanted to do for people because I have approached this fair looking at it as what would I want, what would I have hoped if it was brand new in my business for somebody to have done for me. So yeah, I was dead beat last night. I was just all dead, all pooped out, I'll say that much. So it is currently 9:30, I'm at the gym. I then have clients today and then straight home to continue doing booking sheets. I will update you as the day goes on.